I was enamored with her gift. I thought it was amazing. It was amazing to me. I felt extremely blessed. We had a lot of fun. We bounced ideas off of each other in the studio musically. Like a lot of times, you know, she'd be in there and working on something. She'd be like, I don't know if I like that, Kelly, what do you hear? And so that's really what got me into beginning to arrange things, which I later started doing for people and getting paid to do it, you know? Because she actually trusted my ear. So a lot of times she would ask me. MC is on those background vocals too. That was probably the most fun part of being a part of that creative process, because she would be right there in the booth and she would be like, all right, let's come up with some more parts. And she was just always very, and then with the hand, okay, let's do that. Okay, how many times, like we were the queens of stack a vocal. And having to lock into other textures of my voice. Because as a church girl, you sing and you singing with Mariah, I had to discover and more so use airy textures, lighter textures, breathier textures. That's not necessarily required singing in church. Just, you know, standing behind her and I had a vision of love, and little things like we'd be in the vocal booth and she would say, put an H at the beginning of that word. It's not a word with an H on it, but it gives the so
That's
I learned
why she's a legend.
Yeah. My second engagement was with the incredible, the talented, the beautiful Mariah Carey. Thank you, Mariah Carey. I spent 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 touring, recording, performing with that. She is a phenomenon. I'm trying to think of the right words, and there's really nothing I think come up with that hasn't been used to describe her gift and her talent. But everything that anybody has ever said amazing about her, that's all embodied in that incredible woman. Thank you, Mariah Carey. I perfected my studio craft with Mariah Carey. Anybody that's ever done a studio session with her understands exactly what I'm talking about. Perfectionist, perfectionist, perfectionist. And I perfected, and I couldn't have known when I was with her that learning the ins and outs and the how-tos of studio recording. You say, oh, well, you already a singer. Yeah, but there's a difference between hollering a song on a microphone in a church and using the textures of your voice intentionally to create a sound. I understood the power of a breathy vocal for the very first time working with Mariah Carey. One of the most powerful things you can do as a singer, and it's not harsh, but it's impactful. So things like that, discovering different textures and not just the power in my voice. And so this really was just a very long-winded thank you to everyone who helped shape me.